July 18th and 19th, Sunday and Monday. So the sun is in Cancer and the moon's in Scorpio. This is such a great combo. Before I get to the announcement about the big grand cross, which I'll tell you about, but first start with this because it's Nelson Mandela's birthday, July 18th. When the sun and the moon are in water, they're both in water. That's an automatic weekend of compassion. I often think about him. He spent 27 years in prison. He came out, became the president, and this man was the embodiment of wisdom. How do you live like that? How do you possibly control your mind enough to be able to stay focused? Well, when the sun and the moon are in water and you're wise, you go in and you meditate and you learn that the body of the emotion can be given the gift of a governor that says calm, quiet, stillness. Don't let the outer world distract you. That is so hard for us to do, the normal humans. We get so emotionally distracted by our kids, by our husband, by our job. We're always emotional, that double water thing. So the high road of this is sun in Cancer, moon in Scorpio. I'm calm and I'm listening and I'm still. Good luck with that. That's a lifelong practice. Now, there is a grand cross in the heavens because why? The moon's in Scorpio, Uranus is in Taurus, Saturn is in Aquarius, opposite Venus and Mars in Leo. That is a grand cross. Only happens maybe twice in a year. If a baby were born with a double water sign, sun in Cancer, moon in Scorpio, and a grand cross, we would immediately know, said the astrologer, this being is coming in to learn some big lessons. It can go one of two ways. Can you imagine if you were in prison? The option to be able to stay wise. Grand Cross tells us a soul, not that he had this, Nelson, but it's the indicator this Sunday and Monday of a strong energy in the heavens that's demanding that we focus. And if you're a highly emotional person, which many of you who are double water, or you're Cancer, or you're Scorpio, or you're Pisces, it's not easy. People that are born the 18th and 19th of this month are highly emotional and they feel so much and they tend to withdraw and just want their favorite people around in their house. Don't come over. Call me before you come over. I've got to control my environment. That's what water people do to make themselves feel safe. But at the high road is they become the safety. They bring safety wherever they go. And so it doesn't matter what the outer world is doing. If they're in prison, they learn how to bring peace to it. Now, that is the highest road of a water sign. So any of you Cancers who are victimized by how much has happened in your life or how much you care or how scared you are to have kids or how excited you are to have kids, all that emotional stuff. If you can find the calm in the middle of the storm, as Nelson Mandela did, you become the healing agent. And that's what this grand cross in the sky is asking. Can you stop complaining and being a victim? And can you become the healer? That's a lot to ask of you, astrology answers. And if you can't become the healer, then study your chart and find out what's between you and being your highest self. Because there's a part of you that's dying, literally, to evolve. That's what happens. We come in and we die. We come in and we die, all with the intention to see if we can wake up inside the dream and be the healer. And once you do, this becomes the most beautiful experience. No matter whether it's happy or sad, it's a chance to prove that we've evolved enough to be kind. And once we become kind, said Astrology Answers, this world becomes sweet even when it's sad. Try to figure that one out. Woo! That was a lot. But I'm in love with that man, Nelson. And I'm in love with the Grand Cross waking us up. And I'm most of all in love with the Cancer Scorpio. Secret sauce. Happy birthday to all you Cancers. This is a wonderful weekend.